Hey y'all, good to see you again here on the channel. In case you're new, I'm Ryan, and thanks for clicking on Grassroots Gardening. If you're a returning subscriber, well, I'm still Ryan, and we have got a really cool video today. I'm in such a good mood. I hope all of you are doing great as well. We've got Hurricane Idalia rolling in as we speak. The skies are just this really cool overcast. It's starting to drizzle a little bit, so we may have to hurry through this video. But I was inside a while ago, the air conditioner kicked on, and I hear this blang, 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 blang. It sounded just like that too. But what we've got going on right now is this climbing rose that I put on a trellis to kind of disguise the air conditioning unit. And what's happening is some of these canes have made it into the fan, and so the fan is trying to prune our rose for us. Now this is a sport off of a Cecil Brunner. So it's a climbing Polyantha. And I had to go do a little research to tell you the truth because I wanted to be able to pass on accurate information about this plant. And I really didn't know what a Polyantha was. So I did a little bit of research for us. And what it is a class of rose. And so this one in particular has clusters of these really beautiful pink flowers. Tons of petals, but it'll just be clusters of flowers, mainly in the springtime, blooming on old wood. But it is a climber, and for those of you who don't know what a sport is a piece of a plant that grows off that has genetically mutated itself. And so evidently the Cecil Brunner is a rose in its own right, and this hybrid came off of that Cecil Brunner naturally. And so there you have it's still called Cecil Brunner, but this is the Polyantha version of that. So it's a climbing rose, beautiful fragrance, and has a really showy presence in the spring. Now this one can have canes up to 18 feet long. And if you see here, this thing is going all the way into this limelight hydrangea. I mean, look at the length on that cane. This may not have been the best plant, honestly, to cover up this AC unit, but you know, I really should have pruned this thing back hard in late February, early March, depending on the weather. That's when is the best time to prune these roses. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. This thing is going nuts. We're going to prune it up right now. I thought about giving it some Rose-Tone fertilizer, but then I thought, you know what, we're almost in October, and I don't want to promote a whole lot of new growth right now because we'll have frost coming, you know, November-ish, and it's starting to rain on me now. So we're just going to try to trudge through this video. But I didn't want to promote all that new growth with fertilizer and then the frost come and kill it. So we're just going to give her a pruning, and I'm going to get busy right now because it's starting to come down. So there's really going to be no method to my madness. Right here, I'm just going to take my Felcos, and we're just going to come in here and prune this thing back to a nice shape. And I should have got my gloves because she's got some pretty decent thorns. As you can see right there. So hopefully we won't be bleeding too bad at the end of this video. But like I said, just going to come in here and give her a nice pruning and shape her up a little bit. Man, these canes are going everywhere, y'all. Yeah, I think in hindsight, I probably should have chose a different screening plant, but it is really, really pretty in the springtime. And it's doing its job for sure, because you can't even see the poor air conditioner, but we don't want it to get all up in there and mess the fan up or cause this thing not to be able to cool itself properly either. But this thing is going just everywhere. I mean, look at the size of some of these canes. Now would be a good time too to make us some cuttings, but I don't think we're going to have time just due to the fact that the hurricane is moving in. Matter of fact, the school just called and they're letting out school early today, and it's starting to rain now. Hopefully it won't drip on the camera. But I just love this energy. I love storms. I love when hurricanes are coming. And it's just been a pretty good week so far, man. I hope all of you guys are having a good time as well. And I hope everybody, if we got any viewers down in Florida, I hope you guys stay safe. Because it's supposed to bring quite a bit of rain to the area. Man, now would be a good time for me to have stolen some of those mud rose gloves from Grassroots Nursery, because this thing has sure enough got some thorns. I mean, I've seen worse, but I'm bleeding a little bit already, and it's because I'm hard-headed and I don't want to take the time to go and get just some, even regular old gloves would be welcome at this point. But I'm gonna try to get all of this stuff that's over the top of the AC unit off, because that's those are the ones that were going down in the thing and letting it get pruned by the fan blades. Oh, something else. Can y'all see me? Oh, and something else I'm excited about for today, y'all. I just put a big old vegetable soup type thing. I say type thing because, you know, I can't eat roast due to that tick bite, and I got an allergy to red meat. So I had to take 2 turkey loins that I bought at the grocery store yesterday and use them in substitute of like you know, a vegetable roast stew. So we'll see how that turns out, but it smells amazing inside the house. I'm gonna go get my kid here in a few hours. Then we're gonna have us a nice rainy night. We can listen to the rain hit the old metal roof here, and we won't be hearing this rose racket in the air condition. So it's just gonna be a fantastic day. Good gracious, this guy was going all the way up onto the roof. Let's see, no raindrops on the camera lens just yet. Look at there, got her pruned up. Won't have no more noise coming from that. And again, this has done a good job of screening the air conditioning unit, but I'm worried that this thing is just really, next year as it gets established, it's just gonna get a little too big and require probably too much maintenance than what I would prefer. So we're just gonna have to kind of reevaluate, you know, as we go on down the road, but I don't want it going up into the fins of the air conditioner. But you can kind of see what I did there. We just gave her a nice haircut, and I'm gonna come back here in a little while and pick this mess up. But it's starting to rain. There's a few other things that I want to show you guys real quick before it really starts to come down and we're forced to go inside. Something really cool came in the mail yesterday, you guys. I'm so excited about it because I'm a big kid, but check this out right here. This is our new bird feeder, and this is the one that is squirrel proof because it spins the little dudes off of this motorized perch down here. That is gonna be funny because they're really making a mess on our new stone pathway. We got all these sunflower seed shells down there, and there's the dude that kept me up at about 2 a.m. last night because the raccoon, you can see how dirty this window is. The raccoon's been climbing his fat butt up the window to get to this bird feeder, and they are just making a mess down here, and I'm not happy with it. So I think what we're gonna do is come right over here in this Asiatic jasmine. We're gonna put us a post of some sort. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use like a cedar log or if I just go with like a standard 4x4 post, but we're gonna put that right there. Hopefully not block too much view of the pond, but we're gonna put us a post up there, and I'm gonna put a little camera mount on the post so that we can watch this thing sling the squirrels off. Now, it doesn't hurt them, but they're just making a mess, and I think it's gonna be hilarious to watch the little squirrels spin around on that feeder. So that's one project that we've got coming up here real soon that I'm excited about. Well, here it comes, y'all. Starting to rain, but isn't that peaceful? I love just watching the rain over the pond. Love seeing the deck all wet. I went ahead and flipped my lawn chairs over and laid down the majority of my umbrellas because we're supposed to get I think they said anywhere between 30 to 50 mile an hour winds at times. It's supposed to come in this afternoon, the actual storm. Of course, the rain is starting right now, but the real storm is supposed to come tonight and into tomorrow. So we'll see how we fare after tomorrow. And then this little area right here, guys, we're gonna do us some type of similar landscaping design. You know, I've got that little stackable retaining wall right there, but I want to bring in some of the ones that we make, the bigger 500 pounders, and move this whole platform, if you will, out probably to that Maui Gold Alocasia and have a nice curved wall. We've got to get rid of this Bradford pear because we're not supposed to have them. They're invasive. I hate it because it's in the perfect spot and gives me nice shade in this area. Well, we're going to rip that dude out here this fall, come in, build us a nice little retaining wall, maybe be able to put the grill over here. I think it's going to be a nice area. One problem with fixing up your yard, like that stone pathway turned out just beautiful, but anytime you improve an area and it looks so nice, the areas that were okay now look like crap. So we got to get in here and fix this, but I'm excited about getting this project done because I love to cook outside, and this is close to the door. So I think if we get this whole area right here with some stone pavers, or you know, maybe you might even use some Belgard pavers out here, I think that'll just be a really nice area, and we can sit here and grill out and look over the pond. We're close to the pool. I'm excited about this project right here. And then something else while we're standing right here that I just can't believe, and y'all can believe me or not, but y'all know what this is, don't you? This is a Monstera Deliciosa. Tropical plant, purely tropical, but I threw a cutting, I discarded it. I cut it from inside because the plant was going crazy, chunked it out the door, it landed over here, and the dang thing rooted. Now the craziest part about it, this happened last fall. So this Monstera made it through the winter that we had when we had that Arctic blast come down in December, you know, Christmas time. No way I thought this thing was going to survive. And customers will come in and tell me, oh, I had this survive outside or this tropical survive outside. I'm like, yeah, right. But, you know, every once in a while you just have a plant that has a will to survive, and this definitely is one of them. But I can't believe this Monstera made it through the winter. And he's got the perfect home up underneath our muscadine vines right here. So he's nice and shaded. I'm gonna leave him and let's just see if he makes it through the winter again. And we did have a couple of grapes, look here, on our muscadine vines. Not many at all, and I mean not many. There's one little grape right there, and there's a few more strewn down through the vine, but you remember that we just planted these. So we pruned them back in, when was it, wintertime? I did the video on how to prune them. So wasn't expecting much this year, but another project, and I know, I'm doing it already. I'm trying to de-stress my life and not have as many projects, but I just can't help it. Like I look around and I want to do this and I want to do that. It's like I just wish I could full-time work on my projects and make videos for you guys. That would be the life. But anyway, we're gonna do it responsibly, and we're gonna do it when we have time. But what I wanna do is build with some hog panels, you know, the big metal panels, just build a tunnel, kind of sort of like what we have right here, but I want a big tunnel going down into that area where I'll go ahead and let you guys know I wanna get some more chickens again. I miss my chickens. Larry's cool and all, but he don't lay eggs. So I want to put us a nice snake-proof, some kind of way, chicken pen. That's my old one down there now. We just store the lawnmower in it. But I think that'd be a great area down there to get some chickens, some laying chickens. And then if y'all remember, we walked down that pathway the other day. That whole bottom needs to be cleaned out. I'm wondering, and I'm probably going to regret even saying this, but I'd love to have some goats too. If we could fence that area in down to the pond, they'd have drinking water, and they could keep that whole swamp area clean and help keep the snakes away too. So I'm just excited today. I just want to start all these projects in the middle of a hurricane because I'm crazy, I think. But nonetheless, that is a good reason for you to hit that subscribe down there if you haven't already, and the little notifications bell to follow along with us in this crazy thing that we call life. And y'all hang out with me. Let me know what you want to see. Drop me a comment down there below. Other than that, I'm going to hunker down for this hurricane. I hope everybody stays safe. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. And remember, the more you know, the more you grow. We'll see you on the next video, y'all.